Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Asian Psycho, and this is my final class setup for the small rocket launcher. So, obviously, because rocket launchers don't have any attachments, you can't attach anything on them. As you can clearly tell, there is no attachment slot available for the small, or for any other rocket launcher for that matter. The small is lenient in the sense that you don't have to worry about, like taking up, how should I put this? Filling up like your class points, because obviously you have the pick 10 system for Black Ops 2, and for the small and other rocket launchers or any weapon that doesn't require that doesn't let you put any attention on, like an assault shield or any other rocket launcher. I guess it's kind of good in that sense that you don't have to worry about it, so you can stack completely on equipment and perks and whatnot. So for this class setup, it's all about your perks and a little bit about your equipment as well, but mostly about your perks. So with the small, I've been playing around with it after I recorded all my actual Road to Mastery games with the small, and what I found to be most useful is that for perk 1, obviously I've got perk 1 greed, and with that I have a combo of blind eye and flak jacket. Because the small can be used as a anti-air support weapon, you can always use it against UAVs, counter UAVs, enemy air support, all that stuff that are really annoying and you kind of want to shoot down right away. So with blind eye, especially when people call them like stealth choppers and escort drones, which can be annoying if no one puts them down immediately, because they can do work. I've seen it done before, and my own choppers have gone to town on people who didn't shoot them down fast enough. And blind eye is really useful for that, so that you are totally uninterrupted by those choppers while you're shooting them down. The most annoying, well, I guess to me, the most annoying things about shooting out choppers is that if you don't have blind eye and you get constantly shot down by those choppers, it's kind of like, ugh, why am I doing this? It's wasting my time. But if you do have blind eye, then it's very useful for taking out air support, namely the choppers and whatnot. Flak jacket is here with it in my small class setup, because even though your own explosives even though flak jacket doesn't protect you from your own explosives, this is proven. Watch Drifter's video. But even though you're not protected by your own explosives, what flak jacket will do is protect you from other people who might think like, oh, you're running around with the small, because in most of my games, people figured out pretty quickly that, yeah, there's this douchebag under the team running around with only a small rocket launcher. He's blowing us the fuck up. So what they'll tend to do is either, switch to a class that has flak jackets, so basically they render my small virtually unusable, unless I get direct impacts on them and whatnot. Direct impacts are one-shot kills on flak jacket, even on flak jacket users, but then again, what's the chances of you getting a direct impact on someone, right? Especially across the map. But what flak jacket does do is it'll prevent you from getting, blown the fuck up by people who do have like an asshole explosive only class setup, like RPGs or smalls or something like that. I've run into quite a few occasions where I was running around with the small and people got wind of what I was doing and decided to use their own rockets against me. And that game I didn't have flak jacket, and boy, that was really painful. So as a precaution against that, I did put on flak jacket, and it did help by quite a lot. You'd be surprised. So there you go. I mean, flak jacket, especially when you're playing objective games, obviously flak jacket is a very important perk to have. Next, we've got Scavenger in our tier 2 perk. I didn't really find any other perk in this tier really useful other than Scavenger, because, well, toughness, it doesn't really matter. You have a rocket launcher, and at close range, you don't really need to be that accurate to blow someone this shit up. So toughness is, it might be useful, especially when you decide to pick up another guy's gun, but I tend to run around with only my knife anyway, so it's not really, for me personally, it's not very useful. Cold-blooded, obviously, it's not really, it's not that useful. Fast hands, it might be, fast hands, I usually use fast hands, true, on most of my classes, but for this one I just don't feel like it's necessary. Hardwired, I hear that with the next patch, hardwire will let you be completely immune to EMP grenades, so I might replace that in my knife only class. Instead of rocking a cold-blooded, I'll rock hardwire, so I'm completely immune to enemy, tactical equipment and whatnot. But for this one, nah. And besides, it's not even out for PC anyway, so whatever. So virtually the only tier 2 perk that's actually useful for the small is Scavenger, because obviously you only start with one rocket and one rocket only with the small, and unfortunately, I don't think you can actually pick up like scavenger packs from people you kill with explosives. So so my thinking is, after you kill someone or injure someone with a small rocket, you can I'll pull out my knife and go up to him and then knife him, or knife some other people, stuff like that. So I can pick up some more small rockets like that, so, and then just keep using it over and over. So that's kind of like my mentality there. And as for my as for my tier 3, tech mask and dexterity, because with the small is a heavy weapon, I think you only move at 80% movement speed. You're really slow to begin with, so why make it so that you're slowed down even further? And flak jacket, tack mask will all help you become pretty much like a walking tank with this, except the bullets obviously, but other than that it's pretty good. For my lethal, I've got C4, because I think C4 is the most powerful explosive in Black Ops 2, and unfortunately I don't have fast hands, but if you guys didn't know, you can just double tap F to detonate it without having to actually pull the trigger on it, whatever that little clasp thing it looks like. Anyways, that, and I also use concussions, because if I want to kill people, if I want to hit people with some small rockets that are moving, I can just toss a stun at them and then hit them with the stun. They'll be stunned. Just take my time, aiming at the body for direct impact, and then just fire away. Either that, or I'll rock something like maybe EMP grenades. It depends on what game type I'm playing. If I'm playing like a Jeff game type, then I'll use like tag inserts or EMP grenades, maybe trophy systems oftentimes. But if it's just for like kill confirmed or TDM or something like that, yeah, I'll just use concussions mostly. Concussions are my favorite tactical equipment. Anyways, so that rounds up our build with the small rocket launcher, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later.